So we're here in Clovis, California, and we're getting ready to install a new Badger 100. Same thing as the Badger 1 that comes out of Home Depot or Lowe's. It's a 1/3 horsepower garbage disposal. So this feller over here, you can see there's a hole. So something got down in there, and when it got spun on, it came around and just pushed right through. So that's where the water's coming from. We dried everything up down here, so we're just going to get a new garbage disposal, a new pigtail on there. And then we have another little project, and we'll take a picture of this, another video of this when we're done. So we're in Clovis, California. We just finished installing this Badger 100 1/3 horsepower garbage disposal. This is straight out of Home Depot. We put a new line cord on it as well. We like to put those in because the old one, we don't know what's happened with that, what happened with the motor, if it's burned up or not. So brand new pigtail going over there, disposals installed. We just reinstalled all the existing that was there. This one nut right here was split, so we just put a new nut on there. The gasket's still original. New mounting bracket right here, 2 new screws, and then of course the rubber gasket in there that came with the disposal, so that's good. So it's locked into place, everything's tied back in. We've run lots of water down here and it all looks good. You have a little bit of scaling right here on this P-trap, but it is dry, so I'm guessing that maybe it was something that was happening before and got tightened up, hopefully. But do monitor this area. You always want to take a look down here and make sure that you don't develop any kind of leaking, and there's all sorts of things that can happen down here. As we know now, garbage disposals can get holes in them and then they begin to leak. Piping systems from up to the top here where the basket strainer's at, all the way down to the P-trap. Anything there, you know, if connected to the sewer line, it can develop just a little bit of weeping, and then, you know, pretty soon you get a mess down here. Water lines are back there, so you can see it's open or piping, which is good, transitioning to copper, so that's a great product. But then they have shutoff valves and their compression. So the nuts on these compression valves, they can leak and drip. The points of connection from the dishwasher and the faucet, all of that. So it's just a lot to keep in mind. You know, so just go through your house occasionally, take a look, open up a cabinet and look down there, see if anything looks suspicious. You know, a good telltale sign is when you pull out a big roll of toilet paper and it's sopping wet, then you know, okay, something's going on. So anyways, this is good. We're going to take a look at another project in the bathroom. Outside of that, this installation is done. So we're still in Clovis, California, and what we did here is we just pulled out the old flapper. You can see it's a little misshaped right there. And for whatever reason, you know, that's lifted up and it sits in the tank like that, which means water is going to slip by there. And then the water translates, you know, down into the, just kind of runs and runs down here. And then, of course, as the tank drains, it activates the fill valve, and the fill valve comes back on, and you can hear it in there. So that's all we've done, put a new flapper in here, adjusted the chain on the lever so you have almost zero play right here. That's as much play as you have before it activates, which is great, because then when you flush it, you make sure that you know that all that water is going to dump and get rid of whatever's in the book, whether it's liquids or solids. So anyways, that's just straight out of Home Depot, no big deal. That's the old one. Outside of that, this installation is done.